Hi everyone, it's Kitten. Like my hat? This is my hat that I intend to wear when I have a farm. Hopefully I will have a farm soon, or a little mini farm, or at least be working on a farm. Something like that. My friend made this hat. Isn't it awesome? It's made out of hemp. It's so cool. So I wanted to make you guys a little video and give you a few tips on juicing if you just started juicing, in case you didn't watch my older videos. This morning I am drinking a green smoothie, and in this smoothie there is spinach and pineapple, banana, and strawberry. Also some hemp seed and flax seed. So yeah, that's what's in this smoothie. Mostly spinach. Spinach is a mood booster. It's great for depression, and so is bananas. So I usually, if I have a friend who's kind of sad or down or whatever, I tell them increase your spinach and bananas. Also, walnuts is really good. Oh, you know what else is in this is cacao powder. Gives a little bit of a chocolate taste. It's really good. So, tips before I get sidetracked on telling you guys something else. Always drink a juice or a smoothie before you go to the grocery store to buy groceries for your family, or before you go to buy supplies for the week for juicing or smoothies, because that way you have something in your tummy, and when you go to the store you're not like, oh my gosh, I want to buy or eat everything. And also when you're cooking meals for your family, same thing. Drink a smoothie, a juice, some organic unsweetened tea, big old thing of water. You could put some fruit in it at night, make a gallon of it. You could throw some cucumbers and mint, let the minerals and the vitamins seep into the water, and then the next day it's got this flavor to it. I totally think that that's a fun way to drink water, especially like if people are having a hard time giving up soda pop or things that are sweet, and they like to have like a taste of something. That's a really good thing to do. Another thing that's really helpful is for those who are really busy early in the morning and they got to get to work, or they have a really busy schedule, pre-cut and wash your fruits and vegetables and put them either in Tupperware containers or baggies and zip them up. It's so helpful. You have everything all prepared and planned out, and it's just easy to pop in there. And you could also make your juices the night before, which is totally fine to do. You could freeze your juices for a few days. You lose a little bit of nutrients, but at least you're getting nutrients. It's better than no nutrients. So, like I said, you could freeze them for 5 days. You just take it out of the freezer, put it in some warm water, let it unthaw a little. Don't heat it up. Don't nuke it or anything like that. Let's see. Drink a lot of water. A lot of water during your reboot. A lot of organic tea. It's very helpful. Put lemon in it. Drink a warm lemon water in the morning. That kickstarts the body and the metabolism. Lemon's a really good, if you're trying to lose weight, lemon's really good to have in your water, in your tea, in your juice. If you don't have any medical restrictions and can have grapefruit, I personally, like when I was the first year of my juicing, I kind of made up my own recipes. And what I did was I would take a recipe and then just modify it. And so, like, I would take a mean green, but instead of doing apples, I would throw a grapefruit and pineapple in it. I also have a recipe that I've shared. It's a little strong for most people, especially new juicers. But the longer I juiced, the more my body was craving like greens, and like I started liking all these things that I never liked before, like cilantro. I never liked it until halfway, like after 6 months of juicing. And so I just loaded it up with a bunch of greens, and that's what I put in my body, and my body was so happy. So I also feel like just some advice for new juicers who cannot stand the taste of green juices. If you have a recipe that calls for apples, and say it only calls for 2 apples, and you absolutely can't stand it, go ahead and add some extra apples. And I would only do it, this is how I would do it. So say it calls for 2 apples, add 4 apples. Do it that way for the first week. The second week, take away 1 apple. Then the week after that, take away another apple until you get to the original recipe. Because then you're getting a feel for it, you're getting the greens in, you're building up, you know, where you're starting to like it. And then as you take out the apple, you know, you'll like it. Well, in my opinion, you'll like it. So yeah, those are my little newbie tips. And I still get asked, how did I stay strong? And you know, what was my motivation? My motivation's my kids, my family, and I wanted to have a good life. I wanted to be able to do things that I couldn't do before. You know, once I got to a certain amount of weight, I just didn't do a whole lot because it hurt my joints, it hurt my legs, it was hard to get up. And now I can do all kinds of things. I mean, I can run and jump, and I can, you know, move around, and I could go hiking, I could go ride bikes. Things that, you know, it's just a whole new life for me. And it's not hard to do these things. You know, I can breathe now when I walk. So before I had trouble breathing, and it just was a lot of pressure on my joints, on everything. So and now I have a little granddaughter, and I can hold her, and we can dance in the kitchen, and we'll be at a store or somewhere, and I'll just dance with her, and I couldn't do things like that before. So, you know, it's staying strong and having that motivation to change my life. It was more important than the junk food. It was more important than going out to a pub with my friends. And, you know, honestly, I didn't want my juicing or my healthy eating to stop me from hanging out with people. So I would just make my juices and take them with me. And sometimes it wasn't an option to do that. So I just drank water, or I just drank tea when I'd go out with my friends. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, and as a matter of fact, people usually respect you a whole lot more when they know that you're making a lifestyle change and you've stuck to it when you went out and you didn't cheat. So, one thing that my kids were making fun of me of is traveling to Canada. We didn't pack, you know, super heavy or anything, and but we all each brought something from home. And as most of you know, one of my feel-good, one of the things that I reach for on bad days or when I need to be cheered up is Christopher Lloyd movies. And so, as y'all know, I have a thing for Christopher Lloyd because he's so adorable. So I brought this. Can you guys see it? I have a copy of this in a frame that my mother had on her mantle in the living room. She's got pictures of my siblings with their spouses, and as a joke, we put this picture up there for a while. My mom is such a good sport. But yeah, so I brought this with me just because if I didn't have easy access to Christopher Lloyd movies, I could at least hug my picture. One day I will get to see him again and have a really happy, nice, magical hug. You know, one of those hugs that just make you feel like everything's better. And Christopher Lloyd gives those kind of hugs. So anyways, I am going to try to start making some videos with recipes and juicing in the kitchen, and share more recipes with you on video. It's in the works. In the meantime, go to www.rebootwithjo.com, www.onegreenplanet.org. They have such awesome recipes, and I highly suggest going to those websites. Joe is got a new cookbook coming out, which is so awesome. His books are awesome. I love his books. So check that out. They'll be great support for you. Again, if you have any questions that you want me to address, email me, and we will talk to you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye.